Welcome student. Last lecture we see that the simple AC circuit containing resistors only, containing inductor only and containing capacitor only. We see that when there is a only resistor in a AC circuit, both E and I are in the same phase. Similarly, when there is a pure inductor in the circuit, we see that the voltage leads the current by phase angle pi by 2. And similarly, when there is a only capacitor in a AC circuit, we see that the current leads the voltage by phase angle pi by 2 radian. If we connect the combination of L, C and R in a series and AC is supplied to that combination, then we have to see what is the phase difference between or how E and I varies with respect to each other. So next article from this topic, that is AC circuit containing the L, C and R in series. So let us consider a simple AC circuit. Simple AC circuit containing inductor, capacitor and resistor are connected in series, and all this combination is applied to or connected across the AC circuit. Suppose this is inductance of inductance L, capacitance of capacity C, and this is the resistance R. So all these components are connected in series. So let pure resistor R, pure inductor L and pure or ideal capacitor C of capacitance C is connected in series as shown in the figure. The current at any instant to this element is of the same amplitude and in the same phase, because all components are in series, and we see that in series the voltage current remains the same. So current flowing through this every component is given by equation I, that is equal to I0 sin omega t. The voltages across each element bears the different phase relationship and with respect to current, and the voltages across L, C, R are EL, EC and ER. We see that, so the current flowing through L is in this direction, then voltage leads the current. So if this is the current, then the voltage across inductor is lead by the phase angle of pi by 2. Then if we consider a capacitor, then it is found that the current is in this direction. Suppose this is current in this direction, then across the capacitor the voltage lags behind the current by phase angle pi by 2, and across the resistor R, so this is the voltage EC across the capacitor, and across the R, if this is the current, both ER and I both are in the same phase. So this is the phase relation between EL, EC and ER with respect to I. Now if we plot a phase diagram of this EL, EC and ER with respect to I0, so as the voltage across the capacitor lags behind, the current by phase angle pi by 2. If we draw a phase diagram, this is from your textbook, we take the same labels. Suppose this is the x-axis, suppose this is y-axis, suppose O is the origin, then the current is along the x-axis, then the voltage ER is in the same phase. and it is represented by a line OA. Now if E0 is the effective voltage, if E0 is the effective voltage, E0 is the effective voltage or amplitude of a effective potential, then its projection on a x-axis gives the value of ER. We see that the voltage across inductance leads by the phase angle EL, and suppose it is represented by OB. So OB magnitude represents the value of ER, and across the capacitor the voltage lags behind the current by pi by 2, so it is represented by OC, and this voltage is EC along the OY direction. Suppose this is positive Y axis, this is negative Y axis, and the resultant voltage E0, there is a phase angle of phi between I and E. So it is found that the EL and EC, the phase difference between EL and EC is of 190 degree. So they are opposite to each other. Therefore resultant potential due to EL and EC, that is equal to EL minus EC or EC minus EL. Suppose here if EL is greater than EC, then the resultant of them is given by EL minus EC. If we subtract this value, then we get this value, that is EL minus EC, and it is represented by OB dash. So this is the phasor diagram of LCR combination connected in series across the AC resistance. As ER is in the phase of current I0, then vector ER drawn in the same direction we see in previous figure, and along the positive x-axis, along the positive x-axis direction, and it is represented by OA. This is your figure from the book. L and C, the phase difference between them is 180, and then the net reactive potential is voltage is EL minus EC, and it is represented by OB dash if EL is greater than EC. Now the resultant of OB dash and OA is okay. I draw this again I draw this phase diagram. This is OA, this is OB dash, which is equal to EL minus EC. This is equal to ER, and if we connect, it completes the diagonal OAKB dash, and diagonal of this is E0, and which is inclined by phase angle phi. Now from this figure, the OK is the diagonal, and it is the resultant of OA and OB dash. So we have OK square is equal to OA square plus OB dash square. OA square plus OB dash square. So we have E0 square is equal to ER square. The value of this vector is OA, that is ER, and value of OB dash, that is EL minus EC. So we have E0 square is equal to ER square plus EL minus EC square. Now if we take the square root of both sides, we have E0, that is equal to under root ER square plus EL minus EC square. But ER is equal to, by Ohm's law, I0 into R, because it has the same amplitude. EL, that is equal to I0 into XL, and EC, that is equal to I0 into Xc. Now substitute the value of ER, EL and EC, then we get E0 that is equal to, and we take the I0 outside from the square root sign, I0 square, then we get I0 under root R square plus XL minus XC square. Now if I0 is taken towards the left side, it goes to the denominator and we have E0 upon I0 that is equal to under root R square plus XL minus XC square, and E0 upon I0 that is equal to Z, and that Z is equal to under root R square plus XL minus XC bracket square, under root R square plus XL minus XC bracket square. So this, if we compare this equation with the Ohm's law, and that is V upon I that is equal to R, then the quantity Z that is under root R square plus XL minus XC bracket square represents the total opposition to the current flowing through the LCR combination, that is the combination of resistance, inductor and capacitor. This total effective resistance of LCR circuit is called as a impedance. So Z is called as a impedance of the circuit, and it is represented by Z, and it is given by equation Z that is equal to under root R square plus XL minus XC bracket square, and its SI unit is ohm. If the reciprocal of this impedance of an AC circuit is called as an admittance, and the SI unit of that admittance is Siemens. The SI unit of that admittance is Siemens. So this is about the impedance having unit ohm, and this is about the admittance having unit Siemens. From the phasor diagram, we can be seen that in an AC circuit containing L, C and R, voltage leads the current. If the circuit is more inductive, EL is greater than EC, then the resultant is above the x-axis, and we see in previous figure that is there will be phase angle that is phi. So the here voltage leads the current by phase angle phi. So if we take the previous figure once again, suppose this is O, this is E0, suppose its projection, that is OA, that is ER, this is OB dash, and which is equal to EL minus EC, and this value also EL minus EC, and this angle is phi. So in this figure, if we take this diagonal is okay, if we take the value of tan phi, so tan phi that is equal to front side divided by adjacent side, that is AK divided by OA, but AK is equal to OB dash, so we have OB dash upon OA. Now if we substitute the value of OB dash, that is EL minus EC, divided by value of OA, that is ER, but EL that is equal to I0XL, and EC that is equal to I0XC, and ER that is equal to I0R, then if we divide both numerator and denominator by I0, we get XL minus XC divided by R, and therefore if this is the value of tan phi, we have phi that is equal to tan inverse XL minus XC upon R, where phi is the phase angle between voltage and current. If the voltage is more inductive, theta is positive, that is phi is positive, so resultant is. If the circuit is capacitive, then voltage lags behind the current by phase angle phi. So the alternating current in LCR circuit is represented generally by the alternating voltage is given by equation E that is equal to E0 sin omega t plus phi, and I that is equal to I0 sin omega t plus phi. So for this case, this phi is 0 because I0 sin omega t is in this along the positive x direction. If the circuit is inductive, phi is positive. If the circuit is capacitive, then phi is negative. So these are the general expressions for current and voltage across the LCR combination. What is that expression? E that is equal to E0 sin omega t plus minus phi, and I that is equal to I0 sin omega t. Generally it may be plus minus phi. So phi is plus when EL is greater than EC, and phi is minus when EC is greater than EL. So let us see the three cases. So let us discuss the three cases. The first case, when XL is equal to XC, that is the inductive reactance is equal to capacitive reactance. Then if the current is the same, EL is equal to EC, EL is equal to EC, or from phase diagram phi tan phi that is equal to 0, and hence the circuit is pure resistive because there is no reactance in the circuit if XL is equal to XC, because the phase difference between them is of a 180, and if the circuit is non-reactive and only there is a resistance, then this circuit is without resistance. So this is the first case, when XL is equal to XC, the circuit is without reactance. Now second case, when XL is greater than XC, that is inductance is dominant, then we see that the resultant is inclined in a positive y direction over the positive x. So tan phi is positive, that is phi is positive, and voltage leads the current by phase angle phi. So here if we write the equations for E and I, when there is not a reactance, then circuit is given by E that is equal to E0 sin omega t, and current is written as I that is equal to I0 sin omega t. Similarly here, if the inductance is dominated, then E is given by equation. So I is a constant phase along the positive x direction, then I that is equal to I0 sin omega t, but E that is equal to E0 sin. If the circuit has a dominant inductance, then phi will be positive, and we have sin omega t plus phi. So this is the equation when EL is greater than, or XL is greater than XC. So this is the second condition. Then third condition, when XC is greater than XL, then tan phi is a negative, since phi is a negative, hence voltage lags behind the current by phase angle phi, and the circuit is said to be capacitive dominant circuit. And here current is given by equation I that is equal to I0 sin omega t, and here voltage lags behind the current, and it is given as E0 sin omega t minus phi. So these are the three different cases, when circuit is non-reactive, when circuit is inductive, and when circuit is capacitive dominant. So this is about the three equations. Now let next article, that is a impedance triangle. So from the phase diagram we see that, what is that phase diagram? From the phasors we have ER that is equal to I0 into R, EL that is equal to I0 into XL, EC that is equal to I0 into XC. Now if we draw a triangle, because ER is along the x-axis and EL minus EC is along the y-axis. So AK represents the XL minus XC, and OA represents the R. Then its diagonal represents the impedance. This is called as a impedance triangle. So the diagonal OK represents the impedance Z of the circuit, and which is given by equation Z is equal to under root R square plus XL minus XC bracket square, and here the R and resistance and reactance, resultant reactance are inclined by pi by 2, but Z is inclined with R by a phase angle phi. Phase angle phi. So this is about the impedance triangle. So the same figure, that is XL minus XC, is represented by AK, and OA is represented R, and OK is represented Z, and the phase angle is phi. The base OA represents the ohmic resistance, and the perpendicular AK represents the reactance, that is XL minus XC, and angle AOK phi is the phase angle between voltage and current, and here voltage leads the current by a phase angle phi. So where phi is given by equation tan phi, that is equal to XL minus XC upon R, or phi that is equal to tan inverse XL minus XC upon R. So this is about the AC circuit when inductor, capacitor and resistance are connected in series. So in this article we see that the concept of impedance and the phase angle phi between the current and voltage. So impedance is given by equation under root R square plus XL minus XC bracket square, and phi that is equal to tan inverse XL minus XC divided by R. So here we stop. Okay.